All right. All right, all right, all right. YouTube. I think I got my orientation locked on my phone. That's neither here nor say, but that's okay. I'm not going to be long with y'all here today. I'm sure you see the title. The Supreme Court strikes down the communist New York concealed carry gun law in a massive, and I mean massive, 2-a win and victory for those of us who believe in us possessing the right to defend ourselves from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Let's talk about this just for a moment, okay? We have, I think, 43 states that has laws on the book to where you can actually live, move and live, and carry guns. But we have states like New Jersey, Maryland, New York, Chicago, and I might add liberal states, blue states, where the crime is literally off the chain. New York's mayor and governor, they descended, and of course they were kicking, fighting, rebelling, revolting, talking about there's going to be massive, massive killings in New York now. You already got massive killings. Y'all got a systemic problem in New York, as well as Chicago, Illinois, New Jersey, Maryland, California. Y'all, them states are some of the most wicked states that there is. And mind you, y'all have the most restrictive gun laws on the books, where you had the most restrictive gun laws on the books. And y'all never been able to stop gun violence. Never been able to stop gun violence. More carjackings, people getting raped in Central Park in broad daylight, gangs. And mind you, there's not supposed to be a gun in New York unless you are a security guard, a police officer, or you're working for some type of law enforcement area or something like that. But guess what? The most murders, the most heinous killings, Chicago, Illinois, all are taking place in liberal states. All in liberal states. So, Clarence Thomas, can you believe that? Yep, that black man that America damn near did a public lynching on in the 80s when he came up for nomination for Supreme Court. And it was a public lynching. And back then, of course, people were a hell of a lot more prejudiced and racist than they are today. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still there. It's still there. And I'm often amazed how people kind of try to tell me that racism and prejudice in their respective areas is not there, it's dead, it's no longer exist. No, like I said, you ain't been in this skin right here. But like I said before, you think about this. Now, the people on the Supreme Court that we need to watch out, even though it was a 6-3 massive win for us, the people we need to watch out for more than anything is that Justice Kavanaugh, who just got nominated to the Supreme Court under the Trump administration, and that John Roberts. It seems like that these two got some serious liberal tendencies, or they just can't seem to understand the interpretation of the law. The right to keep and to bear arms. Listen, if I said it once, I said it 1,000 times. Your right to keep and bear arms extends far beyond your house or your front door or your porch. It really does. I just got finished counting up, and let me say, I think 37 years of my life, I have been carrying firearms. I just got back from a community, Straitway Promised Land, down there in East Tennessee. And I don't mind telling you, I took my AR in my truck. I had one pistol on me and another one in the door. Sure did. And I had at least, 100 rounds on me. You don't never know. We don't get to pick the daytime or hour when evil come our way, but it sure is nice to be prepared. It really, truly is. So it's a massive victory. You know the reason why? Because the communist laws that are in Illinois and New York, I thank the Father that I have done my part and contribute in some small fashion to help a lot of people move out of New York. And I tell you, maybe I ought to do a show on that one day about all the people who used to live in New York, Brooklyn, New York, Queens, the Bronx, and all these other areas, and some other areas. Staten Island had a couple of people move out of there too. Man, I can't believe that. There's a mosquito there. Got him. But anyway, I thank the Father that I've done my part in help reducing the population in New York and California. I have been very effective in getting people out of those states. And maybe what I ought to do is get all them brothers together that come from those communist states and let you hear from them firsthand of how their lives has changed, going from where they can't even carry a toy gun on their person without getting shot, to now they have the freedom and liberty here in good old Tennessee. And now they can carry guns no matter where they go. And you don't see law-abiding citizens going around shooting up schools. You don't see them jacking people in cars. You don't see them robbing convenience stores. You don't see them going into hospitals. You don't see them doing all that. No, and every time they make a gun law, it's not for law-abiding citizens. It's for the wicked. It's for criminals. Because there's two people that actually really truly don't obey really true gun laws, tell you the truth. That's the criminals and the police. And it's just sad. It really truly is. But we've got a massive victory that came up today, which, the liberals, they are something else. As long as something going their way, man, they'll get out and go in parades and everything else. But boy, as soon as something doesn't go their way, they show you how rebellious, how stubborn and stiff-necked that they are. They're not Americans, nowhere near it for shape, fashion, or form. It's amazing how rebellious the left is. I mean, right now, just at hearing a leak of Roe v. Wade, of them getting ready to knock down the abortion bill, of people right to go and get abortions, is to cause these psychotic, insanely maniacs to go to somebody's front yard, the justice's front yard, to threaten their lives, to throw up signs, protest, all because they want to continue to keep murdering babies. That's basically what it is. And man, and they haven't even made a decision on that yet. And they are already threatening the lives and coming out in mobs and I tell you what, but they sure do want to go and talk about January 6th, because you know the reason why? Because Nancy Pelosi and Chucky ain't got nothing else to talk about. Hey, are y'all not amazed in this country? Imagine if Donald Trump was in office still and he abandoned Americans in Afghanistan and the border was still wide open and people massively coming over. With inflation at 9%, gas is just all but crippling the American economy and taking away from the people. And we're watching small businesses being destroyed because of this high inflation. Imagine just for those few things that I've named right there. Can you imagine if he was in office, CNN would never stop beating the drum about how bad things are. CBS would never stop beating the drum. NBC would never stop beating the drum. As a matter of fact, the majority of all mainstream news media would never stop beating the drum and telling you how pathetic and how sorry Donald Trump is. But now that Biden is in office, kid gloves is on, they don't say nothing. If it is, it's just a little soft punch. Poop, that's about it. That's about it. BBC, all of them, it's crazy what's going on. Y'all need to go and check out Lions Den from yesterday at Brother Daniel Mirror's channel, because yesterday he ran down what's going on in this country concerning food shortages, animals being destroyed, diseases. It is massive on a grand scale. But you know what I've noticed ever since we've had these high gas prices? Y'all know what I've noticed? This is what I've noticed. I have looked up in the sky. Go outside right now and look up in the sky. Go out, please, just go outside after this broadcast, look up in the sky, or you look out your window right now. And you know the one thing you're going to miss that you don't even see no more? Chemical trails. The skies are actually blue with a little cloud here and a little cloud there. Amazing. You know why? Because we ain't got no gas. They ain't got no gas to poison us anymore. It is amazing what goes on. I have not seen chemical trails, I know, in at least 2 months. And I'm like, man, I make sure I will look and watch every day. Go out there and look. The skies are not sprayed with all that junk no more. It's amazing. At least in Tennessee. At least in Tennessee. But, you know, there should be a parade and should be a celebration that we do got some competent Supreme Court members up there. Justice Clarence Thomas wrote a very good article on this, a damn good article. Man, a good article. And you know what? We already got Heller, and now we have this particular 6-3 decision right here. Now in this country, now look, you know that the liberal left is just about going batshit crazy right now. You know the reason why they're doing it, right? They're going so crazy right now because with all, you know, everybody, the Senate and reeling up there, and I mean, the Democratic Senate, the Democratic House, they are all trying to scurry as fast as they can to try to pass any kind of laws and to get some Republicans to come over and jump on their side because of all the mass shootings. And guess what they still blaming? Guns. But nobody has blamed the vehicles that people are using. Nobody has blamed the knives. No, it's all about guns. It's gun control. But you know what? The Supreme Court just did a favor to the United States citizens of America. They really, truly did. And so they ought to be applauded, at least in this area. That's what they should do. And I tell you, they ain't gonna never stop. But the liberal left is really scared because President Joe Biden is the worst president and will go down as the worst iconic, maniac, troublesome, nerve damage, cognitive, checked out, should be in a nursing home somewhere. He's going to go down as the worst president in the history, not only of America, but of the world. It is bad. The left ain't got nothing no more. And you know what? And then we're watching everything being set up for November to where it's going to be a sea of red. A sea of red. And it's going to be like that, mark my words, for a long time. A long time. Now, I got something I want to say to all you people out there that hated the Trump administration. How do you like the Trump administration now? Huh? How y'all like when you go to the gas pump, you have to spend your paycheck to put gas in the vehicle? How do you like that now? Are you loving that stuff? Because, hey, gas was like $1.89 a gallon under Trump. Joe Biden, I just got finished filling up some diesel, $5.89 a gallon. $5.89 a gallon, all under Joe Biden. The administration tried to blame the high gas prices on Russia, but they were already skyrocket high, way before Russia went into Ukraine. And didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all that Russia is going to reduce Ukraine to a heap of ashes. It's going to be nothing but rubble. And they got a couple of Americans that went over there, allegedly either done been caught or they've either been shot and killed. I don't know what's wrong with Americans nowadays. What fight do you have with Ukraine? My question is why is our Congress sending billions of dollars in aid to a country that ain't even in NATO? What the hell we got to do with Ukraine? That's their fight. Oh, man. But all under Joe Biden. Hey, our border is still unsecure. Joe Biden. Laughing, lying, downtown Willie Brown, Kamala Harris. Wow. Huh? Think about that. More people have died under Joe Biden during this epidemic, pandemic, or whatever you want to call it, than ever did under Donald Trump. Joe Biden. Isn't it amazing? And I'm just throwing you stuff off the top of my head. Americans abandoned in Afghanistan. Joe Biden. NBA basketball, WNBA basketball stars still sitting over there in Russian prison for CBD oil, and the State Department is not going to go get her. Joe Biden. Inflation off the chain. Mark my words, we're heading towards 15% inflation in this country. Joe Biden. In other words, I know I'm being a little facetious here for a second, but watch this. There's nothing that the Democrats can say. They can pivot. They can try to point the finger. They can blame shift. They can use all type of mental gymnastics, all they want. They can use all of it all they want. But I think Joe Biden's biggest trouble and problem is he never accepts responsibility for nothing that is going wrong. But then he tries to come out with an impotent statement about jobs report. What do you mean jobs report? You mean service sector jobs? Go get a broom and a dustpan and a mop? Joe Biden. And you people out there that are in college, you are wasting your time. You're wasting money, and you're helping expand the debt in this country, because when you get out of college, you're not going to have no job. Nope. You're going to more likely going to become a trucker, if there's any jobs left in trucking. Because right now, with these high gas prices, small businesses are going under. Everything in this country is headed towards corporations rule only. Everything in this country is headed towards corporations rule only. You know, just the other day, I did a video on 16 things that you need to prepare for the upcoming pending, you can say call it collapse, Great Depression, or food crisis. I could have went to 25. I could have, but it was getting really hot. It's already 100 degrees out here anyway. But man, I tell you, if we don't do something about returning to the old paths and getting some righteousness in us and keeping the commandments, and America, they think that they're going to get by with spurning the Most High Yah and not keeping his commandments. No, the curse is on this nation. You can see it. The curse is on this nation. Man. Do y'all think Ron DeSantis is actually going to run against Donald Trump for the Republican nomination? Because Donald Trump just got finished putting the office right around the corner from DeSantis. And it's going to be something else to see. Because, hey, whether you like it or not, I would rather for this country to economically do better under Donald Trump than to continue up this facade and this charade of breaking us, literally breaking the will of the American people with this high inflation and these high gas prices under the Democratic rule of Joe Biden and his sorry administration. A bunch of buffoons in office. Man. Sometimes I think about, should I run for president? I mean, I probably got a damn good chance of winning, but then I think about, you know, he that warreth a good warfare should not entangle himself with the affairs of his life, that he may please him which have called him to be a good soldier. You know, tonight, Sisters broadcast will be on Blog Talk Radio. You can go to Sisters. It'll be there. blogtalkradio.com/Straitway. They'll be live 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tomorrow night, I'll be here. Same station, same channel. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, filling us in on what I think we as Israelites need to be focusing on more than anything. Babylon, the great Babylon, is falling. You better believe it is. You better believe it is. But everything that is going on in this country, all the negative, everything is going on in this country, the debauchery, the debacles, the fumbling of everything, the putting forth the finger, the high inflation, all of it. We have nobody but Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. The thing. Can't nobody destroy a country like a Democrat. Can't nobody do it like a Democrat. It's amazing, isn't it? Well, New York, y'all should be celebrating that you can now get ready to go outside of your front door and you can carry a gun. See, like here in good old Tennessee, you know what I mean? You don't even have to have a license to carry a gun. You can just take your gun on your person and walk right out the door. And we have less crime than New York, Maryland, New Jersey, Chicago, and California. It's pretty safe here in Tennessee. I'm not saying that we're perfect. We got our issues and troubles, but it's pretty dang safe here. Kentucky, the same way. Matter of fact, a lot of the states in the South, you can actually just walk right out your door, put your gun on your person, and mind your own business and keep on going. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that just beautiful? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of property. Oh, by the way, that is a 6 there. Let me take this thing down here for a second. Now, you want to join me on my Patreon, look at my last video, and go in there and check out, because I've been posting a lot on Patreon lately. Had to do a little bit of purging. Now we're back again. But, hey, under the Democratic rule, we're still on the plantation, ain't it? Don't it feel like we're on the plantation? Don't it? Man, I'll tell you what. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I told you I wasn't going to be before you long. But I tell you, yes, we love our guns. We love our guns like we love our Bibles. And we love our guns because Jesus Christ himself said that if you don't have a sword, you sell your cloak and go buy one. And we believe in obeying the Bible first and foremost. The Bible, to real true Israelites and believers, is above the Constitution. It's above every American law in this land. To obey Yah is better than obeying anybody, because if you obey him, you won't have any trouble with no laws whatsoever at all. None. None. Because his ways are higher than all of our ways. Glory to the King. Well, just wanted to get out here and do my part right here. Y'all make sure y'all pass this video around so people can get informed and stuff, because Joe Biden is so in the hell destroying this country. The Democrats, or the powers that be, so in the hell is destroying this country as quick, fast, in a hurry as they can. Let me tell you something. You need to go back and watch my video on those 16 things. You really, truly do. It would help you get informed. Pass it around. Because right now, it looks like that the zombie apocalypse is getting ready to take place. Right now, it looks like that what you used to see in the Hunger Games is getting ready to take place. Now, I'm telling you right now, while I don't want to see a bunch of death and carnage and stuff, I promise you this, Straitway, we're prepared. We are literally prepared. What do y'all think? Y'all think I should run for president of the United States of America? I don't think I'm going to get elected. I really don't, because, man, if you notice, they're trying to do everything they can to get our children at a very young age. They want to get our children at a very young age, corrupt them, so when they get adults, you get to go out here and see Skittles, gummy bears, and Starbursts all over the place, the whole country. And you can't tell me this country is not worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. And we know that it's worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, if sodomy, part of that sin that actually called the Most High to rain down fire and destroy that little country, that city, what do you think the Most High y'all got planned for America? You better believe it. You better believe it. Judgment is coming. But before it comes to this country, remember this. Judgment always first begins at the house of Yahweh. And if it begins first at us, what shall the end be of those that are wicked as hell? Shalom, Israel. All y'all out there, YouTube, y'all be encouraged. I may try to come on live more again, because I seem like a lot of people enjoy this. Hey, we can at least applaud the Supreme Court in this area. 6-3. Supreme Court strikes down New York concealed carry gun law, and we have just won a massive victory. Y'all be encouraged. Hallelujah. Look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on YouTube. Y'all have a blessed evening. Shalom, shalom. The King is coming. I'm doing this again. I got to figure out how to stop this. I usually ain't good at that. Well, we'll find out here. Yes.